Yo, what up? It's a new episode, Big Back Adventures, right? And on this adventure, this is a solo adventure, right? So it's gonna be me and y'all. We riding together on this one, all right? So you know, I don't know. I thought about some stuff and I was like, what can I talk about as a solo episode? And I was like, you know what? Here's the perfect thing. I watched last night an episode of Hell's Kitchen. Well, it was an old episode. Where actually I was getting caught up on backup episodes of the new season, right? But I thought about this. I was like, let's talk about this on the show, right? Because I've been watching this show since like 2005. Like this show came out, right? Like when I graduated high school, right? So I was like, yo, this show's dope. I fuck with cooking. At one point in time, I wanted to be a chef myself, right? I wanted to be out here chefing it up, being famous, you know what I mean? Out here getting all of the fucking diabetes and nah, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But no, like it was a cool lifestyle to see like back in 2005, 2006, yo, like cooking shit was popping, right? And like I grew up on watching Food Network and watching like Bobby Flay, you know what I mean? And like Iron Chef, like Iron Chef was the shit, like you know what I mean? Cuz like I was super into like Japanese and a lot of Asian culture shit, bro. And like the original Iron Chef was dope because it's like them niggas was eating raw onions and raw peppers and stuff like that. And I was like, yo, that's cool. Like that sounds so stupid. But I was like, yo, that was cool. And like dude, to see them take an ingredient and then take one ingredient and make it into something that was like 10 different dishes. I'll be like, yo, that's dope. That's cool as hell. Right? And now I'm on to something new. Like the thing that I'm on right now, I love Hell's Kitchen. Like I've been loving Hell's Kitchen. I think Gordon Ramsay's a dope ass dude. Like he got a cool backstory. You know what I mean? And like I feel like this. I feel like his at home life, he probably just as strict damn near as he is in the kitchen. But I feel like he would be a lax ass dude. You know what I'm saying? Like a hella lax dude, bruh. Like I want to meet him. You know what I'm saying? And like ask him questions about shit on this show. You know what I mean? Yeah, that would be dope. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? First off, let's give me a. I'm gonna on this episode. I'm gonna do a shout out. So this episode is brought to you by a fire ass just a fire joint and a nice cup of coffee. Right? I just love a fire cup of coffee. I bought myself at the thrift store a pour over coffee maker, I guess is what you would call it, right? And it looks dope. It's cool. It's like some little bulb thing. Got the mesh screen and whatever, so you don't have to buy the paper junts and all of that. And I'm like, yo, this is dope. And I made some coffee today, and I was like, I'm gonna pack up a fresh little J. I'm gonna roll it up and drink this cup of coffee and talk about Gordon Ramsay stuff on the podcast today. So that's what this podcast is brought to you by. All right. So now that you know that, let's roll with it. Okay. All right. Back to it. First off, let's say this, right? Hell's Kitchen is one of the shows that has brought us some of the greatest Gordon Ramsay moments of all time, right? If we're gonna break it down and say honest, right? Gordon Ramsay is basically the fucking roast master of all cooking. Like, put this man in a comedic chef roast battle against other chefs, getting cooked. They getting cooked. You know what I'm saying? He got the best one-liners and best comeback lines for anything. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I would love to see a show where it was just a bunch of chefs just come back and roast him. I would love to see a roast of Gordon Ramsay, but not with comedians. Minus, well, I would want to be in it, but just a bunch of chefs, like pro chefs, and they're like, we're just gonna roast Ramsay, right? I think that would be hilarious. But so yeah, this dude has come up with some of the best roast lines ever. You know what I mean? Like this.
Let's give a big round of applause to the captain hitting an iceberg on the fucking Titanic.
What's the matter between you two? There's a language barrier there.
What do you mean there's a language barrier? He's speaking English, you dick.
I know, but he's from Texas.
Do you know something?
Yes, chef.
You're a great fucking talker, but you're a shit cook. You just sunk your teeth.
I did not,
madam.
chef.
Fuck off!
I can't go out there with this jacket.
Hey, come here, you. If I tell you to get out there, I don't give a fuck if you got a thumb up your fat crack. Get out there! Overcooked on the bottom, crispy as fuck, and it looks like Gandhi's flip-flop. What a shame. Sharon, enough's enough. Fuck off and go and put some more makeup on. 3 times 3, Amanda.
9.
9! Then give me 9 fucking chops, you stupid thick bitch. Raw!
Bruh, the best lines ever. The best lines ever. Can you imagine, bruh? Like, sometimes I think, I'm like, yo, is there a person writing this shit for this motherfucker, bruh? Like, is there somebody writing these roasts in the back? Right? Like, is there a comedian, like a damn WWE writer in the back somewhere saying some shit like this? That shit is hard. That shit is hard. And I know it sounds like this man is being hella insensitive and insulting. But Gordon Ramsay, bruh, I'm not gonna lie. I would want him on my fucking roast team at any moment. At any moment. Okay? At any moment. But and the thing about it is this show has been on for fucking 23 seasons. We are on the 23rd season right now. Okay? And I want you to understand so like the restraint that this man has in real life, okay? Because like if you watch 2005 episodes, okay, and you let's just say from 2005 to 2010, right? Maybe even 2015. My man's was going in on everybody. Everybody. Nobody was safe, okay? Nobody was safe. Man is just talking mad reckless to everybody, okay? And it was like it was amazing. It was amazing. Now he done calmed down. Maybe it's because he done got older. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, he done had like his 13th kid, because man's got a lot of kids. And maybe it's that. And he's like, all right, I'm going to chill. I'm going to relax back for a little bit. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I know it's a little rant, but my guy is the roast king champion to me. Anyway, yeah. So 23 seasons. We in. I mean, and then it's like I don't know how many seasons back. Maybe I don't know. Say what 10 back maybe 2015, 2010 maybe some shit like that. They started coming with theme shows, and it's like you know what I mean, like the whole group versus this or whatever. You know what I mean? Which also plays into the high dynamic of how cool the show is. It's like this red versus blue type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Which I think, I don't know, maybe this shit was on purpose. Because it was like 2005, like red versus blue was a hot thing. Like, you know, the video game shit. And like the commentary thing. I don't know. Maybe I had to look into that. But anyway. I think it always plays into the theme shows. Always plays hard into how they do the fucking red versus blue, and it's always like men versus women. You know what I'm saying? Like they did that challenge one time, and I think they just stuck with it. And I was like, yeah, look, this is what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? And so it's like that in itself is dope. Like this season, I think this is season 23 that's out right now. Okay, and this is head chefs only. And so it's like when you watch the episodes, like to be real, I guess. Because Gordon Ramsay's on the level of like highest chef respect in the game. You know what I mean? So when I think of head chefs only, and you made it to this far, like just to be on the show, first episode on the show, I feel like you supposed to be coming with the fire, the flame. You supposed to be like each dish a motherfucker put out supposed to be top tier quality. You know what I'm saying? Top tier quality, innovative, whatever. Even though sometimes I get kind of upset with the show because I'm like, you being innovative, these people being innovative, but then y'all going and cooking in a sense, right? The most basic stuff because y'all really making the same shit damn near every night. Like they making the main courses or dishes instead that everyone always gets. They making the lobster risotto, the pan-seared scallops, the beef Wellington, which everybody wants, right? And then you got that crispy skin salmon, the lamb chops, the sticky toffee pudding, I think it is. And I think those are like the staple things. And of course, they got other stuff, but those are just the things that everybody wants. So I feel like sometimes the innovation stick gets lost in the game. But I don't know. But the one thing I feel the show really does really good is it just take the people, bruh, and like really, really put them to the test. You know what I mean? Even though, like I just said, the shit about the innovation and them not being able to really cook, I guess, hella innovative, newer type of shit on the show to serve to the people, I guess, unless one of them win a challenge or something, right? But the one thing I do fuck with the show a lot is the fact that like that beginning thing of just the very first episode was like cook me your signature dish. You know what I'm saying? Which I think that's a cool thing, right? Which I think I'm gonna start asking some of the guests on the show. Y'all can say yes or no in the comments, or you can mention it, in the poll if you're listening on Spotify. Should I start asking people that? Like, what is your signature dish, right? Like, what would you make for a chick if she's pulling up, right? Like, or what would you make for this dude if he's coming to your house, or some shit like that, right? Like, what is your go-to? I'm about to make this person fall in love with me type of thing with food, or like, yeah, or what is just your signature dish? You're like, I'm going to a holiday thing, or I'm doing barbecue or whatever it is. Like, what is your signature dish that you're like, I gotta make this. I gotta make this and take this because this is what everybody is gonna know and love me for. Some fucking raw potatoes and raisins. No, I'm just joking. Oh my god, dude, that's so gross. Ugh, mayonnaise, disgusting. Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna start. I think I'll start asking people that. But anyway, I like that he does that in the show. And he's asking people, hey, what is your signature dish? What are you making? And people be having some odd ass stuff. Like, people be having some really weird stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I really probably should have recorded and wrote down, like, what is some of the stuff that people's made. But I know that the most egregious act that you can do in making your signature dish and serving it to Gordon Ramsay is probably serving him something that has like came out of a can, or it was like freshly packed whatever, because it's like, how is it fresh but it was also packaged or some shit that wasn't from like a deli or something. I don't know. That's weird, right? Because he gonna call you out on that kind of shit. And if you can, now the key, I guess, if you can take some canned shit and make that shit taste like you just made it, you got mad skills. But that's also at the same time, like, that's one thing. But also sometimes people be trying to go crazy, crazy wild with the signature dish. And it's like, bro, stop it. We know you're not eating no fucking spaghetti beef with some pineapples and, you know what I'm saying, saffron. It's like, stop it. We know you're not doing that. And if you are serving that kind of shit to people, people are probably like, yo, get this out of my face. What is this? I'm never eating here again. Like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess you want to try, but it's like, don't do some extra wild stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, sometimes I get kind of mad sometimes with the show. Because sometimes somebody will serve, like, a signature dish that you're like, you know it's probably fire, right? But it's like, it doesn't pass, I guess, the taste test for him and so on and other whatnot. But that's also, at the same time, right? Like, I guess, like, sometimes I just want to see something that is creative but simple, but like also some shit that like use the like Uno reverse card, I guess, and be like, all right, so I'm gonna make a Wellington, but it's not like the Wellington like his Wellington. It's some different shit. Like, I created my own type of Wellington or whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean? Something like that I think is dope. I don't know. That's what I think. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think it's weird too. Like, people will bring some shit from home that they to make their signature dish, and you kind of be like, "Yo, is that cheating?" Or like, cause like me, being from Memphis, if I'm on that show, bro, I'm gonna be like, hey, let me go to some restaurant that I really fuck with, cause we all making barbecue around here, and I'm just gonna be like, hey, help me figure out how to make 14, 15, 20 hour long brisket or some shit. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna bring a couple brisket pieces from the house. You know what I'm saying? That shit would be cheating, I feel like. But I don't know. I guess it's just because it's the signature dish and you only doing it that one time. But I don't know. I don't know. I think I want to. I know, well, I don't know how to say a thing. I know that you guys will be excited when season 2 of this show has come out because in season 2 we're gonna be doing some signature dish stuff of our own. Right? I'm gonna be having some guests that were on the show and maybe some new guests. I'm gonna be teaming up with a couple of chefs around my city, and we're gonna try to recreate some signature dishes for people or whatever, you know, and see like what their signature dish is and see if we can make it happen. We're also gonna be doing something that leads into the next thing I want to talk about this show is the palate test. That's one of my favorite episodes to watch of of fucking Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Kitchen because it's like the palate test. The palate test is dope because you kind of like, all right, it makes you go, if I'm blindfolded and somebody puts food into my mouth, can I recognize what this shit is? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, am I gonna know what turkey is when they put it into my mouth? That sounds, pause. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. Like, are you gonna know what a tomato tastes like? And it almost kind of scares you sometimes. You're like, dang, you can see, but with a blindfold on, you're blinded, and you don't know what a banana tastes like, fool. Wow, like I don't know. That just trips me out sometimes. And like I think that it's a crazy thing. And like, they always say people who smoke, I guess your palate is different or it's dulled or whatever, right? But sometimes on the show, if you watch the show, it'll be people who be outside smoking cigarettes because there is none of the ganja. But, which I don't know, that would be dope if they did do that. Anyway, there's a couple people who be smoking cigarettes. And sometimes they pass the palate test with flying colors. But then, and versus people who don't. But then you also have people who do be smoking cigarettes, and they get every one of them just wrong. So you're like, damn, what is the medium there, right? Like I'm not really a cigarette smoking person like that. Like if I'm wasted, like out there like that, then yeah, I'll fucking hit a cigarette. But that's not my jam, right? I'm a we token type of guy. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I just think that the palate test is super dope, and I'm gonna start doing that on the show too. Like, so be ready for those live episodes where we do the palate test. So I'm gonna let y'all tell me what y'all want to do for the palate test. Like, what do you think people should eat to recognize for the palate test? Okay, that would be cool. I don't know. Also, the show is primarily always been done on the West Coast, right? Like all of his restaurants have always been either California based or Vegas based. I think they did one in Seattle, I believe. I'm not sure. I think so. But now this season, this 23rd season, they're like out here in, well, not out here, but they're in the East. They're doing the East Coast, right? And I was like, I think that's kind of cool. I'm not sure. Is it Virginia or Carolina? It's somewhere. It's East Coast as fuck. I know that. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. Cause I guess it's changing, not necessarily just the scenery up, but just the vibe of where you're working at. I guess I don't know, and I wonder too, is like, is this a thing to move the show into a new direction because of everyone is on a we hate California mode right now? Or is it something else? Who knows? I don't know. I just definitely think the East Coast thing is cool. But it's also, I'm like, yo, why don't we ever have some like Southern stuff that, like, you know what I mean? Like, come open up a cool ass restaurant down here, dude. You know what I mean? Like, damn, bro, like that shit crazy. I don't know. Like a Southern Gordon Ramsay spot where like you can still get the beef Wellingtons and all of that, but serving up some real Southern gourmet fancy staples. You know what I mean? Like me personally, I don't want no damn shrimp and grits. Fuck some grits. Ugh. $3 a bag ass grits that you selling to me for $18 with 3 shrimp. You get the fuck out of here. Okay, fuck that. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I think that they should do some Southern shit like that. And like we have some Southern fancy restaurants that I feel like deserve attention. And I'm gonna do my best to try to get some of them on the show. But we have also been having a lot. We've been having quite a few closures out here. That's not funny, but yeah. We've been having quite a few fancy restaurant closures, and that sucks. A couple like steakhouse places, couple like seafood places, couple, you know what I'm saying, dope ass places, bro. I don't know. Like, it sucks. I wish that they would not close, but also I wish they wouldn't charge you a testicle plus the hair that comes on them for a sandwich at the same time. But anyway, I guess the synopsis of this whole episode was that Hell's Kitchen is a great show. It's an amazing show. 23 seasons. You gotta be doing something right. Plus, this man has a bajillion shows. A bajillion show. He damn near owns the company where he be doing his shows at. This man, if you think about when this show ends, he got another show that's gonna come out. Master Chef. When that show ends, he got another show that's gonna come out. Next Level Chef. When that show ends, he got another show that's gonna come out. Food Stars. When that show go off, he got back in rotation with Hell's Kitchen. The man works nonstop. And then when he ain't doing that, he got another show coming out. Uncharted. When he ain't doing that, my nigga got another show coming out. YouTube shit. Cooking with Gordon Ramsay at the house. When he ain't doing that, my man's is on TikTok teaming up with YouTubers and streamers or whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? And he just out here. Man, really know how to get to the bag. He know how to get to the money as a damn chef. That's what a real celebrity chef is for. A real celebrity chef. The real thing about this too, though, like I'm just gonna throw this out here before I end this episode, is this. Gordon Ramsay might be the roasting king. He might be able to roast a nigga to failure, right? While you cooking, he like roasting you, and you like, damn, this nigga's fucking my vibe, boom. Now you done fail. You done forgot the salt, forgot some pepper, whatever, cause he been roasting you the whole time. But you know somebody who I feel like could take on Gordon Ramsay, and it be like some anime shit, bro. It be on some Vegeta versus Goku type shit. Is if you put Ramsay versus Bobby Flay. Ramsay versus Bobby Flay, bro. Like, put Bobby Flay on a real competition. Y'all be putting Bobby Flay against these, you know what I'm saying, low-key jabroni ass people on Food Network. You know what I'm saying? They like give him this dude who a home cook. Like, this nigga barely making fajitas over here. Here go y'all like Bobby Flay, dumb your shit down. This nigga making fajitas. And you like, bro, stop it. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, I just think that's just crazy. But yeah, bro, like, give him some real competition. Put him and Ramsey against each other and see who come out on top. You know? That's what we should do. That is what we should do. But yeah, shout out to the roast master, Gordon Ramsay. Shout out to Hell's Kitchen. Dope ass show. This was just a solo episode. I might do a couple more of these episodes where I just rant about some stuff and talk about some shit. But yeah. Maybe I'll do MasterChef next or some shit, because I really do like MasterChef. Also, I've been thinking about doing books. So let me know in the comments if you want me to talk about some cookbooks, or if you want me to talk more about these cooking shows that are on TV. Or I can do both. It's up to you. The power is yours. Anyway, thanks for listening to this episode, everybody. Don't forget to follow and subscribe, and like and share and do all those cool things. You know, don't forget to check out the network of other podcasts that are here on the Spaceman Studio Network. I guess that's what we'll call it. Spaced Out with Nate Jackson on YouTube. Check out the Ashcan Boys. Check out my friends' other stuff too. Golden Nonsense with John Miller and Charlie Reifenberger. It's an amazing podcast. Check out my good friend Tylon. Check out his podcast with him and Lamont called Cynically Acute. You can find those all on Spotify and YouTube too. So, yeah. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. And as always, don't forget to drink water and don't be a piece of you-know-what.